Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk. Happy holidays, motherfucker! Hope you guys have been enjoying our series, and we thank you for all your support. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and also check out our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Patreon, which is FreshOutSeries. If you got any questions, shoot us an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. I'll try to answer it. Also, check out our website, FreshOutSeries.com. We're gonna have the shoes coming out real soon, man. They're gonna be dropping. They might already have been dropped by the time we show you guys this episode. So if they've already dropped, man, put your orders in. If they haven't dropped, stay tuned. Yeah, we got clothing, we got workout drink, we got a lot of good shit jumping off. We had a question from one of our viewers. What happens if you're a midget in prison? Do you get your cheeks busted? Well, if you're a midget in prison, you got little cheeks, short cheeks. You know what I mean? Little motherfuckers wobble like this, you know? Anyways, nah, for real though, I knew a midget that was at Rampart. Little dude, you know what I'm saying? I think he's from the Bay Area. And, you know, he was a gangster on the street, man. Yeah, he was a D-boy. He sold a lot of dope, they said. And he bailed around the prison, and he didn't have any issues, man. This little midget actually tried to play basketball. He used to get on the basketball court, and he would be out there trying to play basketball, and he was like one of the midgets that didn't know how to lay low. This little nigga always was in the mix, dribbling basketball like a little mini Spud Webb. You know, he tried to, you know, be cool, and he didn't have no issues, man. Wasn't nobody trying to take his cheeks. Wasn't nobody trying to split his wig. He was, you know, respectable motherfucker, and I heard he carried a blinky with him. You know, he wasn't like he was a punk. The nigga, you know, had commissary. He used to go to commissary, big commissary. Nobody took his food from him. Nobody was punking him. He wasn't taking no shit. So, you know, I didn't really see him having any issues. But he was at a USP. He was doing major time, and he was a midget. And he was, he was athletic, and, you know, he did his thing. Now, he wasn't a little, like, dwarf midget. He was the other, you know, midget, kind of like, you know, under 4 foot, maybe 4 something. So he was a in-between midget, you know, not super small, not super tall, but he was a midget. But he was about his business, man. This little nigga, man, he wouldn't let you talk shit to him, and he would talk shit, and the little nigga could do some, you know, midget ninja shit on you if you try some shit. You know, nigga come up from underneath a table and stick your motherfucking ass. So, you know, he wasn't to be fucked with. Now, when I left that institution, I was at another spot, and there was another midget there. He was another midget. He played hoop too, you know, and he wasn't to be fucked with. Now, I remember one time, he was playing ball, and there was another motherfucker who was talking shit to him, and they actually got into it, and this nigga was he was kind of a sav, and he made the nigga cry. The midget cried, man. It was sad. He made that midget cry. I remember and this midget, you know, but he did it kind of like where nobody could see him crying because he wanted to be tough, but the nigga he's fucking with was a really tough nigga. The nigga he's fucking with was a nigga that would split that wig, so this midget he bowed down later on, but he didn't want a motherfucker to know that he was bowing down, but he bowed down. But yeah, this midget, he was kind of athletic too, and you know, he handled his business, man. He, you know, did his little program. Didn't nobody really fuck with him, you know what I mean? You know, niggas would cap it here and there, and, you know, tell midget jokes, and he would talk shit back. Nigga had good comebacks, you know, because the motherfucker was a little guy, a little midget, so he knew how to, you know, talk shit. You know, having been in the streets, he was a street midget, a street motherfucker. You know, he wasn't no square motherfucking midget. He was a street midget. You know, nigga knew some midget shit, man. He was a motherfucker who, you know, you say something about little motherfuckers, he say some shit about, you know, nigga, your big head or some shit, you know what I mean? He would talk shit and niggas would laugh. So, yeah, man, you know, being a midget, you know, he had no issues with nobody, you know, taking his cheeks, you know, his little cheeks, with nobody, you know, fucking with him like that, you know, and he was, you know, he was cool. Motherfuckers is like, you know, knew him from the street, and nigga had money, you know, a little midget with money, nigga, midget with money, you know, you know, get shit done. So, yeah, midgets, you know, it's not just because you're little, you're gonna be preyed upon, you know. It's all about how you carry yourself, and you know, you carry yourself in a dignified manner, man. Even if you're a midget, you'll get respect. You know what I mean? Motherfucker will leave you the fuck alone, because you know, everybody deserves respect in prison, and just because you're a midget doesn't mean that, you know, you should get your cheeks took or get taken advantage of, because, you know, you have rights just like everybody else. And yeah, man, you know, midgets, they do go to prison, and they do time, but they don't necessarily get their cheeks busted like you think. So I know you guys were thinking that, oh man, did he get his cheeks busted? Nah, nigga, the midget didn't get his cheeks busted. I would imagine this little nigga, because he's little, you try to take his cheeks, you know, he'll run something up in you, you know. So best believe that little motherfuckers is not taking no shit.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.